Uh, Good morning, everyone. Let's get started. So, before getting started, let me check with admin. Admin, can you please start the YouTube live? Okay. So, are you guys able to hear me and see my screen?
Yes,
Can
Karthik.
Yeah, thank you. So, let's get started, guys. So, those who do not know me, my name is Karthik. I am going to facilitate this session on Java 9 and 11 features. Okay. So, brief introduction about myself. I've been working professional and I have around 13 plus years of experience in the software industry. And all these 3 years of experience is related to Java and Java related frameworks. Currently, I'm working as an architect in one of the MNC. And coming to the teaching of Java related things, I've been working with Ashok IT from past 2.5 years. I'm the oldest faculty. I mean, I would say that after Ashok, I'll be the first faculty in this. So I have taken around 20 plus batches. My main expertise in data structures, algorithms, collections, core Java, advanced Java, design patterns, Java 8.9.11, threads. So these are the various batches I teach. That's a brief introduction about myself. Okay. Now let's coming to the course. So basically this is a course which contains Java 8, 9 and 11. So, but in the month of December, we just started with the Java 8 and we completed December 22nd last year, like 2023. On 22nd of December, we completed the Java 8. So now we are going with the Java 9 and 11. Okay. So the prerequisite for this course is to have the core Java knowledge. So you need to have at least what is a core Java. I mean, what are the OOP principles, threads, collections, etc. High level, or you can say that at least you need to have knowledge like how to create an object, what is a class, how to write an exception, how to create a object of a collection framework, or like array list object, hash set object, etc. So that is the prerequisite to attend this course. And coming to the Java 9 features, so Java 8 we just completed. If you want to know the Java 8 also, you can enroll for that and you will get a recording sessions. I'll talk about that at the end of the discussion. Now coming to the Java 9, what we are going to learn in this tutorial. In the Java 9, first we are going to look at all these things what you can see on my screen. So there is one important feature called JShell. So what is a JShell? How can I write a program in JShell? What is the need for a JShell? Okay. And then we are going to look at try with resource. So we already know that everyone knows that try, catch, finally, right? So we generally write try, catch, finally. Now, there is some uh, concept called try with resource that is already introduced in Java 1.7. It's already there in Java 1.7. So I'm going to explain what is a try with resource that is present in Java 1.7. And then what was the enhancement made in Java 9? So for this try with resource in Java 1.9, there is a change that is made. So I'm going to explain with that. So though you are not aware of Java 1.7 try with resource, no problem. I'm going to explain. Next, we are going to look at factory methods. So there are some methods called off method is introduced in collection interface. We are going to look at what is those off method. And then interface changes. So from Java 9 onwards, you can write private methods in an interface. If you look at Java 8, in the Java 8, you can write a static methods and default methods. So similarly, in Java 9 onwards, you can write a private methods in an interface. What is the advantage of that? Why do we need to write? We are going to look at under this topic. And then in the Stream API, there are some enhancement have been made. Like some of the methods like take while method, drop while method, off nullable method, iterate method. So already Stream API is introduced in Java 1.8. Okay. So which I have covered in the Java 8 already. So in the Stream API, there are some new methods like take while is similar to a limit method. Drop while is similar to a skip method. What is the difference of take while, drop while, filter method, and skip method, limit method? We are going to see all of those questions under this topic. And then process API improvement. What is this process API improvement means? Look, for example, the most common scenario is whenever you're working in your project, sometimes your Eclipse or IntelliJ will stuck. Have anyone faced that scenario? Whenever you open your workspace, your IntelliJ or Eclipse will not respond, it will stuck, right? Did anyone face that scenario?
Yes, Karthik.
Yeah. So at that time, what do you guys have done? When it is stuck, what is the next step that you have done?
Either we have to wait or exit the application and again open it.
Okay. Exit application in sense you will go to the task manager and kill the process, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that means so if the software is not responding, then you will kill the process, right? So in order to kill the process, what you are doing, you are going to task manager. In order to go to task manager, how do you do? On this window, you can right click and you can say task manager, or you will do alt shift delete. You will get the open task manager will be open. You will go to the process or details and then select the process or IntelliJ or Eclipse and click on end task button, right? So this you are doing through the operating system, right? But using process API improvements. Now, if my IntelliJ is not responding, or if I want to open a notepad, can someone tell me if you want to open a new software, how do you do? I mean, I want to open a notepad. What do you do?
Open Notepad++ from
I can say the simplest one is go to this search command and type whatever the software you want to open, correct? See, if I want to open notepad, I'll just type notepad and then I got this and click on this, right? So can I say that I'm opening a notepad through operating system now? So using a process API improvements, what you can do is you can open a software. I mean, you can open a notepad, you can open Eclipse, you can open an IntelliJ, SQL developer, any software like Windows Media Player, VLC Media Player, anything. Or you can kill you want to kill Eclipse, you want to kill Notepad, you want to kill Excel sheet, or you want to kill Windows Media Player or VLC Media Player, anything. All of those things you don't need to write, you don't need to do manually. You can write a Java program and then do it. That means from Java 9 onwards, there are some classes like process API improvements have been done. Using those, you can kill the process or you can create a process using a Java program. I'll tell you example. Whenever you're working in your project, maybe in the last week of December, we got some holidays, right? Or some of the people went for vacation and all. So you have done the shutdown of your laptop, your office laptop. So whenever you are started coming like in the January 1st or 2nd, you will switch on the laptop. Once you switch on the laptop, what are the softwares that you will open in order to work? Can I say that IntelliJ or Eclipse or SQL Developer, Google Chrome, and some other softwares, right? Can I say these are the minimum softwares that you will open? Yes or no?
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. In order to open one by one, you have to search here and then do. But instead that you can write one Java program. In that, just run the Java program. Okay. When I say run the Java program is go to the command prompt, Java C file name dot Java followed by Java class name. Just run the Java program. It will open all of your softwares. That means you can you can start a process or you can kill a process through the Java program that is made possible with a Java 9. So which we are going to study under the process API improvements. Okay. Post that we are going to see Java platform module system. So from Java 8 onwards, we know that Lambda expressions and all, right? So but from Java 9 onwards, so there is something called as a modularity. So Modularity means there is one more file called module that has to be created for every project. Unless until you write some export statements over there, the project will not be exported. So a new thing that has been introduced called modularity from Java 9 onwards. What is a modularity? What is the advantage of this modular system? That we are going to learn under the Java platform module system. Under this topic, I am going to create various projects. Okay, and then I will tell about with the Java 8 how it will behave, and with the Java 9 what is the advantage. I'll first do with the Java 8 till Java 8 onwards, and I'll tell you what is the problem. And that problem we are going to solve with the Java 9 module system. So that's the thing we are going to learn under the Java platform module system. And collection API enhancement is nothing but this factory methods and diamond operator. So diamond operator is nothing but whenever you are creating a list object, right? So can I say, do you guys do like this list? You will put greater than less than symbol. L equal to new array list. Okay. So do you guys observe this one, this symbol or this symbol or this symbol? So this is called diamond operator. Okay. Now can someone tell me why do you use this, or what is this from the core Java? What this one? Why do we use this? Yeah. What is the advantage of these generics?
We can pass the
only-
parameter.
Wrapper.
Okay, you can pass the parameter, that's fine. But why the generics have been introduced in Java?
We are telling compiler saying that we are storing integer data type elements in the list.
If you
But
don't
type
tell the
safety-
compiler, what will the problem?
Type safety will be.
Yeah. Can I say type safety and type casting, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So type safety and type casting. So there are, see, if you're in the initial Java 1.0 or 1.1, in the initial versions of Java, this generics is not present, correct? It has been introduced later, maybe 1.5 or 1.3. So what is the problem without generics? We are going to see. And that generics is nothing but this less than and greater than symbol. This is called as diamond operator. So in 1.5, 1.7, 1.9. See 1.5, 1.7, already the diamond operator is introduced. Now in 1.9, what is the change happened that we are going to see? That is for an anonymous inner class. So when we are discussing about this diamond operator topic, I am going to explain why generics have been introduced in Java, which is a core Java topic. It is not needed, but still in order to make you understand 1.9 changes, I'll explain that. And then I'll come to that, what is the change that have been introduced in 1.5, what is changed in 1.7, and then 1.9. So that is going to be covered under the diamond operator. So this is about Java 9. Any questions so far? Okay. Now, yeah, thanks. Now, once the Java 9 is completed, we are going with the Java 11. So Java 11 is a LTS version. LTS stands for long-term support. Long-term support. Okay. So now the first question comes is, sir, why do I need to learn Java 11? I know Java 8, right? That is enough. Because from Java 8 onwards, entire programming is changed. They have introduced lambda, streams, and all. So even 10 lines of code, they are writing in a one line of code, and they are writing a functional programming. In order to understand, you have learned the Java 8. Now, what is the reason to learn Java 11? So the reason Java 8 is LTS. That means from Java 8 onward, they have introduced something concept called LTS, long-term support. From Java 8 onwards, it is the Java has become licensed version. So before Java 8, if you are if your production application is using Java, you don't need to pay anything to anyone. But from Java 8 onwards, Oracle company has made it as a licensed. Okay. If you want to use Java from Java 8 onwards, you need to buy a license from the Oracle. If you don't buy, then if there is any issue in the Oracle, Java is also a software, right? There may be a problem in that, there may be a bugs in that software. So they don't provide you the software upgrade, or they don't provide you the support. So from Java 8 onwards, Java has become licensed version. Your organization will pay some amount to the Oracle and buy the license, and then they will use it. Okay. So whenever you are buying a licensed software, for example, now earlier we used to have iPhone 4, correct? Okay. Does the iPhone 4 will work now? So earlier we can have a WhatsApp in the iPhone 4. Now, if you have a WhatsApp, if you have an iPhone 4 now, can you install a WhatsApp now?
No.
May not be no. The reason is now the current iOS version is 17, correct? 17 or 16. Okay. Now this 17 version does not support this one, right? So that means whenever they are creating a software, there are some limitations. So Java 8 also, the support, they have provided this support till 2020 only. Okay, 2020 only. So now, now we have crossed 2020 and now we are in 2023. Now, if there is if we are using a Java 8, they don't provide the, even though it is a or licensed software, and if you get any issues, what the Oracle people will say, hey, that issue is already resolved in Java 11. So you buy the Java 11 version, it will be resolved. So now we are in 2023. We need a licensed software till the future. So what is the next version that is available is Java 11. So that is the reason most of the applications that you see are migrated from Java to Java 11. Earlier in 2 to 3 years back, they are migrating it to Java 8. Now they are migrating it to Java 11. Let me quickly show you that.
Karthik, one quick question.
Yeah.
So you mean to say if the application is running in the production,
Hmm.
let's say we have written using Java 7 or something.
Hmm.
Now the support has been discontinued by Oracle. You mean to
Yeah.
say migrate means we have to rewrite the entire code using
No, no.
Java 8 and
No, you see, whenever you are putting in the class path, you mention what is the Java 8 support, right? Java 8 version, right? If you look
yes,
at my Eclipse,
yes,
here,
yes,
whenever you are downloading a Java, you will download the Java based on some version, right? In your
yes,
class path, you will mention the jar file, right? So here,
yes.
if you look at what is my JRE 1.8. Okay.
1.8.
Now, if I want support, I have so what I need to do, I have to download Java 11. First of all, buy the license. For an individual user, it is not a you don't need to pay. For a production application, they have to buy a license, and then once you buy the license, you will install in your servers. You will install the Java 11, correct? Once you install it, so instead of having Java System Library 1.8, you give the path of 1.11, right? That it's
Okay,
once you've done that, there are some migrations have to be happened, right? Because 1.8 to 1.11, you have to follow the modularity. So each project you have to create, each Java project you need to create one module file, module-info.file. So
okay.
that is called as a migration.
Okay. You mean to say if the old features are discontinued
No,
and the new feature
old
has
features will not be
no, no,
discontinued.
in runtime, let's say, you mean to say like we have to write some other, I'm unable to put up in the right way.
So you
If
don't for your code.
few classes are deprecated in Java 1.7, when migrating, we have to use a new classes which are given by Oracle, right? In 1.8.
But that will not happen. The reason for that is, see, whenever you are developing a new software, you don't remove the previous one unless there is a security issue. You will remove the classes, right? You will
Yes.
going forward. You will not ask them to use it. Instead, you ask them to use the new class, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So whatever the code that you have written, it will work. Okay, you don't need to do any changes. Going forward, if you want to do anything, you can use the features, new features, right?
Okay. Okay.
Unless until it's a security issue or anyone can hack it, those will be deprecated. And if you are using those deprecated features, then you have to do the code change over there.
Okay.
And at that time, you can reach out to the Java Oracle people and they will tell you what is that one.
Fine.
Okay. Now, so here, look at here. Java 8 is released in 18th March 2014. Ends in 60th 11 2030. Till 2030 is there. This is for specific users, like you have to pay extra amount. Okay. Now, let us take what is the, yeah. Yeah. If you look at guys here, LTS, premier support until March 2022. Extended support. Extended support means there are star marks. What does it mean? Do you understand star marks means you have to pay extra amount or something, correct? Now, but generally, if your application is using Java 8, what is the support they will provide if you just buy a license? March 2022. Did we cross this March 2022? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Now, currently we are in 2023. Now, if you get any issue, what they will say? The Oracle will say, either you have to pay the extra money so that you will get the support till December 2030, or you can go for next long-term support. What is the next long-term support? 11. So Java 9 and 10, these are not long-term. So these are just versions. See, after Java 8, they are doing some development, and they added some features. Now, immediately every 6 months, Java is releasing every 6 months one release. But all the releases will not be a long-term support. The reason for that is it has to be having a stability, right? So after 8, what is the next long-term support is 11. You cannot purchase 9 and 10. 9 and 10 only for individual users. For production, from if you are using 8 and if you want to go to the next level, that will be 11 only. Because 9 and 10 are not long-term support. Now you will, if you look at 11, it is introduced 18 until it is there in 2023, and it is extended up to 2032. That means currently now, if I don't use the extended support, will the Java 11 work? No, I need to go to the
No.
next long-term support. That means 17. So if you look at here, Java 17 is there till September 2026. That means currently, if you are going into any organization, what they do? If they are having Java 8 operating system or Java 8 software, they have to migrate it to 11 and take the extended support, or they have to migrate it to 17, correct? So now when they are migrating, then in the immediately, whenever they are recruiting a new people or something within the organization itself, they'll ask all the developers to go through the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 features, right? Go through all those features and start implementing it, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
That is the reason you need to learn Java 11. So the minimum thing, so it would be good if you learn till Java 17 now, because we are crossing the 11 support also. Okay. But at least if you have 11 if you learn till 11, that would be good. So that is the reason, that is the most reason why you need to learn Java 8, Java 9 and Java 11 now. Any questions on this topic, like why you need to learn Java 11? Shall I repeat anything? Have you guys understood why do we need to learn Java 11?
Yes.
Okay. Now in Java 11, now apart from the main thing is long-term support. So long-term support means they have so many contracts and all. Now later, they have now there are some features have been added. What are those features? Now, before Java, till Java 11, how do you compile a Java program, guys?
Java C followed with files.
Using compiler.
Yeah, Java C followed by class name dot Java, correct? And to run, this will compile it. And after that, dot class file will be generated, right? Now, in order to run it,
Java followed by class.
Java followed by class name. Yeah. So can I say that this is a two-step process? Right? One is first compilation and then run. Can you run a file without compilation? Can you execute a Java program without compilation?
No.
No. It's a two-step process. But from Java 11 onwards, it has become a single step. In one step, the command you can use is Java followed by class name dot Java. Okay. So look at here. Java followed by class name dot Java. This single command will compile it and then run the program. So from Java 11 onwards, you can run a program without compilation. It is becoming a single step process rather than a two-step process. How? We are going to see. And in the string class, they have made some enhancement. Repeat method, blank method, strip leading method, strip trailing. So we have already a trim method, right? Can someone tell me what does a trim method will do? Trim.
It will remove preceding values.
So can I say, for example, space Karthik space is teacher and then space. Now, if I do trim, what it will do?
It will remove the spaces between and after.
Between, it is not between, it is before Karthik,
And
after
after.
teaching. Yeah,
Yes.
these spaces and these spaces will be removed, correct?
White spaces will be removed.
Yeah. So between Karthik is teacher, this will not be removed. Okay. Only this will be removed before and after. Before the string, end of the string will be removed using a trim method. The similar functionality have been introduced using a strip method also. But why, when we have a trim method, why do we go for a strip method, right? So that's the difference we are going to look at. So there is a change in the definition of a white space. What is considered as a white space? So that we are going to look at under the strip method, strip leading method, strip trailing method. And collection enhancement, like some methods have been introduced in Java 11. And file API. In the file, you can read the file, entire file into a string format. And you can write data into a string file using a string format. Local variable declaration. So in the Lambda, there are some limitations if you are using a local variable. And there is so while we are discussing in Java 11, we will also cover Java 10. So Java 10 is a smaller version. And in this one, we have one thing called as local variable inference. So can someone tell me in JavaScript, how do you define a variable in JavaScript?
Using
Where-
Where s equal to Karthik, okay, where s equal to 10. It doesn't matter what data type you are using, correct? You will use a where keyword. So from Java 10 onwards, you can use a where keyword for local variables. Okay. So this is a JavaScript, right? So from Java 10 onwards, you can use a where keyword in Java also. That has been introduced from Java 10 onwards. That concept is called as local variable inference. So which we are going to learn. And post that, we are going to look at what is the changes that are made for Lambda. And in the predicate interface, some changes have been made. And there is a HTTP client. In order to do web-based application, you have to use third-party jars. Now, because of the HTTP client, you don't need to use that. And nested basis access. So we have a class called, like I want to know, there is a class, let us take array list is a class, right? In the array list class, how many inner classes are present? I want to know. Okay. Now, I want to know what are the inner classes present in my main class. So then you using this concept, nested basis access. Using this concept, you can learn all of those things, which we are going to discuss under this topic. So this is a curriculum of Java 11. Any questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So are these only the features in Java 9 and 11, or there are some more that we don't use in daily?
So these are the developer friendly. I mean, for a developer, these are needed. There may be different things, but not for a developer. So
Got
we
it.
are going to learn only developer perspective, which we
Yeah,
can write
okay.
a code in a regular day.
Got it.
And coming to the timing of the class, every day morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, this date is wrong. Let me change it to 4th Jan 2024. So Monday to Saturday. And then we are going to complete within, I would say like today we are starting with 4th, right? By 25th, we are going to complete this course. Within 20 to 21 days, we are going to complete. And the fee for this course is 2000 rupees. And the recordings will be provided up to 6 months. And okay, now this is about Java 9 and 11. Now, there are some people who wish to join for Java 8 also. So for Java 8, since we have completed, Java 8 we started on, I think on December 6th, I guess. Yeah. December 6th, 2023, we have started and we completed on December 22nd. Okay. So now if you are interested to enroll, so Java 8, 9, 11, together the fee is 4,000. Okay. And you will be given the recordings of Java 8 also. And you can watch all of those Java 8 videos. I mean, like you have a 6 months of time, you can watch it. And if you have a question, you can let me know also. I can explain that questions during the 9 and 11 at the end of the class. If you wish to enroll only for 9 and 11, the fee is 2000. If you wish to enroll for 8, 9, 11 together, the fee is 4000 and 8 videos will be given to you. Any questions, anyone? And coming to the teaching, I teach completely practical, guys. So for all the features that I have mentioned, I will write a program and I will teach you. Let me show you the sample one. And I'll be sharing the notes also, everyday notes that I write on the whiteboard. And apart from that, I have written a separate note for 9 and 11. That also will be shared with you guys. Once the enrollments are completed, all the notes will be shared through the WhatsApp. Let's the Eclipse loads. I will show you that. And this is the 6th batch, I think. Yeah, this is the 5th or 6th batch I'm teaching on 8, 9, 11. I'm the only person who teaches 8, 9, 11 in Ashok IT. Yeah. So before the Eclipse gets loaded, any questions, anyone? Fee, class timing, course content, etc.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm coming from Java 8 teachers. I completed that Java 8 batch. For
Okay.
Java 11, 9, I think you told like we will pay only 1,500 rupees. That is right, sir?
So total fees is 4,000. Earlier, only 9 and 11, we kept it as 2,500. So that's the reason I told, I mean, total fees should be 8, 9, 11 is 4,000. So we
Okay.
changed the fee like, so earlier we used to keep 9 and 11, 2,500, 8 is 50, something like that. So total is 4,000. If you are part of Java 8 and 9 and 11 you want, so you already paid 2,000 over there, right?
Yeah, I think 2,500 or 2,000.
Yeah, just look at it. Total should be 4,000.
Okay, got it.
So if you already paid 2,000 for 8, then here you need to pay 2,000. If you already, if in 8 you have paid 2,500, then you have to pay only 1,500.
Yeah, I paid 2,500 rupees.
Okay, then I think because of only one, right? So for those candidates who are part of my 1.8, and if you want to be enrolled for 9 and 11, it is only 1,500. The together it is 4,000. That's the reason.
Got it.
Because Java 8 takes lot of time than the 9 and 11. And during the session also you have identified the right what the reason to learn Java 8, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So those who do not know, see, look at here. This is one of the class where I have explained the Stream API. So for each of the thing, I am going to write a program and I will explain. My teaching would be practical. Okay. So for the interest of new joiners, can anyone share the feedback who were part of my earlier classes? Any of Java 8 or any of my earlier classes? If anybody is part of it, can you share your feedback?
Yes, sir. So Java 8, I have attended, sir. It was very good to know each and every feature in detail, because actually the thing is, I am coming from .NET to Java. I am working already in Java, like Java 17, but I am not fully understand what features are there in Java language. So by using Java 8 batch, I came to know all the features, and though we are not using all of them in the application, but at least I came to know all features and what is the usage of all features. You have explained very well, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Any other would like to provide any other feedback? Are there anyone who were part of my earlier batches?
Yeah, Karthik, I have taken multi-threading classes
Yeah,
last
go
year.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, Puneet here. It was really good. So I get to know what are the features in more detail actually, at the level of code. How multi-threading threads are created, how to switch between those two threads at the level of code using F5 and F6 breakpoints and all. It was really good.
Yeah, thanks, Puneet. So I can so at the end of the course, we are also, so whatever the course content I have shared, we'll go through all of this and check whether we are covered or not. Okay. So today I'm not going into the details of much because we have only 12 minutes left and will not be able to complete a topic. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll start. The first thing that we are going to look at is what are the changes that are made in an interface. We have created a private methods in an interface, right? So we are going to look at that. And then if time permits, we'll go with a try with resource. What is a try with resource? So that demo classes will be there till Tuesday. So tomorrow we have a class. Saturday, Sunday will be holiday this week. Next Saturday we'll have a class. So till Tuesday, the demo classes will be there. You can watch the demo till the Tuesday. You can watch freely, and you are going to get an email from the Ashok IT. If you are wish to enroll for this course, you can join. Okay. So if no questions, that's all for today, guys. If anybody has any questions, please let me know.
Sir, can you cover the solid principles in this slide?
I could not hear you. Can you come again?
Solid principles.
Solid principle is not part of this. So it is solid principles is covered in my design patterns batch. It is not a single day class. Solid principles takes time, right? Like once you know the solid principle, in order to implement that, you need to know some of the design patterns, right? So that will be covered. That is covered in my design patterns batch.
Is there any new batch, sir, for that?
Design patterns at this point of no, but you can get a recordings if you are interested.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And if you listen to the recordings and you have any questions, you can ask me. So, and I can share, like once you enroll for it, I can share the code and then notes for that. But recordings are available because I'm fully packed. I do not have a time to take the design patterns now. In that design patterns, not only solid principles, we have discussed about 23 design patterns like behavioral, structural, creational, and then 8 microservice design patterns. And the fee for that around is 5,000, I think. And recording access will be there up to 6 months, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Any
Okay,
other
thank you.
questions? Any other last question, anyone?
Sir, do you start AWS classes anytime, sir, in Ashok IT?
AWS, no. Maybe in future, but not now. Already Ashok is teaching AWS DevOps, AWS with the DevOps.
Okay. Actually, we need AWS for, full stack developers, sir.
Not only AWS, any cloud would be fine, like PCF, AWS, or Azure. But currently Ashok is teaching, so that's the reason I did not take it. So in future, I may plan Java real-time project. In that, I will have one cloud service, but not completely. I can tell you like how the deployment can happen to a cloud and some information about it, but not completely AWS.
I mean, sir, AWS with DevOps and AWS for full stack developers will be different, right, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So, so there is a AWS solution architect is also one batch is going on by some other faculty. You- I mean, I do not know how the teaching would be from that faculty, but if it is Ashok, it is good. But to answer your question, I don't teach at this point of time. In
Yeah,
future,
sure,
I may
sir.
do it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Sir, one quick doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Is there any way to know like all the features of Java till now and what feature is being used heavily in the production application? Like statistics, how can is there any way, sir, to know?
Statistics may not be present because it's up to a individual, right? Which feature you will use and all. But if you want to know all the features, you can follow the Java documentation. That's the best approach. Go to Oracle, Java 9 features, the documentation will give you all of those. But how many people have used what feature, etc., there is no statistics. Because if some other person, if the Oracle is get to know, that means they are hacking your code, right?
Yeah, at least they would vote for a feature, right? So
No,
let us say
no, there is no need, no need. See, whenever you are using, if you are writing a Lambda, do you need to tell any person that you are you are implementing using a Lambda?
No, Lambda is heavily being used because I am using Lambda, but I
Mhm.
see 9, 11 features. Most of them, I think, may not all applications use these features, right? I see like try with resource is the best one.
Yeah,
And, I think
yeah,
apart
but
from
yeah. So the thing is, you can say try. You can write a try with resource. The same code you can write with a try, catch, and finally also. There is no difference in the execution flow. It's a simplification you need to know. And if whenever you are writing a try, catch, finally, you may forget to write finally. Whenever you forget to write finally, there will be a leakage issue. Correct?
memory leakage issue.
Yeah. So in order to overcome that, they have introduced a feature called try with resource. So even if you forget, if you are using a try with resource, even you don't need to write a finally block. Automatically, the what you call resource will be closed. So that means leakage issue is avoided. So it's just a simplification, but there is no statistic that how many people are using, how frequently which feature is used. There is no statistics.
And one more thing, sir, how would we know that my application is performing very well in the environment? Let us say,
Health, your application health will be there, right?
yeah, health is there, but I want to know how much memory is being used at what time. Those kind of statistics, can we know
Yeah,
using?
that is also using. There are some tools. Uh, one of the tool is I don't remember the name, but there are some tools which will tell you how much free memory is there, how much thread dumps are getting created. So using that, you can analyze whether your application that is also comes under health itself.
Yeah, because my application I am using 2 GB RAM only, but at times we are seeing like heavy usage and it is getting crashed. So those kind
Yeah.
of scenarios can be tracked using some kind of Java built-in tools.
Yes, yes, there are some tools, but I don't remember exactly the name. I'll ping you.
Karthik, in Spring, it is actuators.
Yeah, that is the health. But if you are not using a Spring, then that's a question, right? So there are some tools. I don't remember the name Venkat.
Yeah, okay.
I'll find out that and I'll ping you.
Okay, sir. Even if it is paid also, that is fine for me, sir.
Yeah. But in local, generally what happens is 2 GB will not be enough. So you go to the Eclipse dot, if you are using a Eclipse, you go to the eclipse.ini file and change -xmx. There is a -xmx is the max max heap space. So I will write here.
But I am using IntelliJ paid version, sir.
Okay, so then there will be some place to increase your heap memory. So if you want to increase the heap memory, these are command that will be already present -xmx. If you are using a IntelliJ and are you using a Spring Boot?
Yeah, we are using Spring Boot, sir.
Okay, then whenever you start the server, there are some configurations you will mention, right? If you will have one file and you will do run as Java application, correct?
Yeah, correct.
So that application will be deployed onto the server. Whenever you are doing a run as Java application, you have run as Java config. See, for example, if I want to run this program and I want to pass runtime argument, then I will go to run configurations, correct? In the run configurations, you have virtual arguments, you have VM arguments. In this VM arguments, you can mention -xmx colon 4092. That means it will 4090 is nothing but almost 4 GB RAM, correct?
Yes.
So you mention this, then automatically it will not, by default, it is using some memory. You change that memory, then it will be applicable. I mean, you don't see that issue. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
So any other questions? Yeah. So if no question, that's all for today. And
One last question.
yeah.
It's not related to this class, but if what is the main purpose of that design pattern, sir? If we learn.
So see, you can write a program without design pattern also. But the thing is, whenever you are, one example I will tell you that is solid. In solid principle, there is one S means single responsibility. For example, you have an application. In your application, do you create multiple controllers? Are you working?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
So in your application, do you have a single controller or multiple controllers?
multiple controllers.
Why do you have multiple controllers? Why can't you write one entire code in single controller? What is the problem you face? Assume that instead of having multiple controllers, keep one controller and cut all the methods from other controllers and put it here. Will the application not going to work? It will work. You can keep the same endpoint. It will work. But the problem is, can I say login functionality, admin functionality, register functionality, payment functionality, all the things you are writing in one controller. So that is violating the single responsibility principle. In the solid, S stands for single responsibility. Single responsibility means each and every entity should have only one purpose. So now, if you are writing only one controller, all the methods, if you touch one method, it doesn't matter. In the testing, you have to test the entire functionality. Agree? Like if you are touching a login functionality, but you have a single controller, so you have to test the registration functionality, home page functionality, login functionality, payment functionality, everything. Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
But if you have a different controllers, why do you create different controllers? If you change in login, do you need to validate the other things? You can validate, but can you say that I have made the change in only login.controller.java, login controller.java. I have not touched register. I have not touched payment. So that code will work as it is, correct? Can you guarantee that? Yeah, so that is nothing but a single responsibility. Similarly, solid in a solid, S stands for single responsibility. O stands for open closed principle. That means open for closed for modification, open for extension. I will reset. I will reset that open for extension, closed for modification. That is the open closed principle. So that means whenever you are extending a functionality, you don't need to touch the existing code, but you can write some other code so that it can be extended. In order to do this, you can follow the strategy, design pattern and all. So if you are using this solid principle and design patterns, your maintainability will be easy. So your what you call issues will be less. And maintaining the code and developing a new features will become easy. So that's the reason you need to follow the design patterns. Hope that answers your question. It's a big
Yes.
discussion, but I just try to explain as much as I can.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
these principles, does it covered as part of your course previously?
yeah, in the design patterns, I cover all the design patterns and then solid principles.
Okay, so thank you.
So that's all for today, guys. So just join from tomorrow onwards and you can see how the teaching is going forward. Okay. Even though if you are not able to join for this course, that's fine. But just join the demo classes. At least you will get some knowledge. Okay.
Karthik, where to get that Java 8 recorded session?
So admin can provide you that.
Okay.
Once you enroll it, like any other batch, if you enroll it, right? So they will let you know. So
How
if
many,
yeah.
since it's recorded, how many hours are there in total,
It's
Karthik?
20.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you are interested, just you know how to reach out to the admin, right?
Yes, I have some number.
Okay. Or else you ping me your name, contact number, and email ID. I'll ask them to call you.
Sure.
Just put in the chat only to me. So then I can ask admin to contact you. So they'll give you the information, and if you're fine, you just enroll it, and they will let you know where to access it also, how to access it. It is a teachable only, same. The way you have accessed for this one, multi-threading, right? Yeah, same
Yes.
thing.
I
May I know
have
your email ID? Yeah, thanks. I'll inform them to call you, so you'll get a call from them.
All right.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. If no question, that's all today. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.